Okay, continue question 24. The diagram shows the process in the preparation of two types of different cleaning agent. And we know that we have two different types of cleaning agent, that is soap and detergent. So let's go through the process. Okay, over here should be detergent because this is the alkyl benzene. And here is soap because this one is the fat or oil. What are the substance P, substance Q, reactions Y, and reaction Z? Substance P. Okay, substance P is our alkyl benzene. Substance Q is fat or oil. And then the reactions Y and Z. Where's our reactions Y? Okay, reactions Y over here. Okay, this sulfuric acid react with potassium hydroxide. So this neutralization. And the reaction Z, oil neutralized with the potassium hydroxide. This is our saponification. P is alkyl benzene, Q is palm oil, Y is neutralization. Okay, the answer is donkey. Okay, question 25. The diagram 15 shows the energy level diagram for reactions. Okay, lead react with copper ion and then produce lead ion and copper. Again, the energy decreased. So these are exothermic reactions. The energy level decrease. Which of the following is correct? Okay, exothermic, the heat will be released. Explanation, the copper 2 ion is oxidized. Okay, no, incorrect. The copper ion actually is reduced. The lead atom undergo oxidation. Yes, the lead oxidized to become lead ion. And next question 26. The diagram shows the reactions between the compound Z and calcium carbonate. There's a lime water. So lime water, we will test the presence of carbon dioxide. At the end of the experiment, the lime water turned cloudy. Carbon dioxide is released. What is the chemical formula for compound Z? Okay, our compound Z, calcium carbonate. Okay, metal carbonate will react with acid and produce carbon dioxide. So Z will be our acid. So go to our answer. This is our acid. This is the propanoic acid. This cannot, this ester, this one is alcohol, and this alkane. (27) The diagram shows the apparatus setup to determine the heat of reactions. So we have magnesium nitrate solution react with sodium carbonate. The temperature, initial temperature is given, and this is the final temperature. we notice that the temperature decrease. So this is the endothermic reaction. Absorb the heat from the surrounding and cause the temperature decrease. Which of the following statement is true? The bond formations occur? No. The temperature decrease? Yes. Endothermic temperature decrease. The value of the heat reaction is negative? No. When your heat reaction is negative value, that means it's an exothermic reaction. So in this case, it's endothermic. Okay, the last one, for the total energy content of the product is higher than the total energy of the reactant. Yes, correct, because it's an endothermic. The reactant absorb heat from the surrounding and form the product. So the energy content increases. Question 28. The diagram shows the type of polymer that is used as a packaging material. Polymer. So this is what we call the plastic bag. Plastic bag normally is polyethylene. Okay, where's our questions? Which of the following explain why the packaging material pollute the environment? Polymer will cause pollution. Number one, biodegradable. So definitely is incorrect because polymer is non-biodegradable. Cause the formations of algae. Okay, this one is hold on. Emitted toxic gases when burned. Yes, this one is correct. Cause the blockage of drainage. So definitely yes. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we don't have the 2, 3, 4. Our answer is 3, 4. The cause of formations of algae normally is caused by the excessive fertilizer. So in this case, this is the polymer. So the correct answer, 3, 4. (29) The use of synthetic rubber. Okay, this is our synthetic rubber. Which of the following is true about the synthetic rubber? A. Nitric rubber, oil and solvent resistant, is correct. Styrene butadiene rubber, abrasion resistant and high heat resistant, yeah, correct also. Silicone rubber, high temperature resistant and inert, correct. Duoco, oil and solvent resistant, okay, correct. Also correct. Which of the following is true about the synthetic rubber? I think the question is looking for what the type of synthetic rubber is used. Nitrate rubber normally is used for growth. SPR normally we use as a shoe. Silicone rubber normally we use for sealant, for cookware. Duoco normally we use as a sealant. So in this case, refer to the diagram. The most suitable synthetic rubber is Duoco. Questions 30. Which of the following has the largest volume of gas at room temperature? So given at room temperature, 1 mole of gas occupied 24 decimeter cube. For STP, standard temperature and pressure is 22.4 decimeter cube. Okay, normally the value will be given largest volume. Okay, we have to calculate because the volume of the gas depends on the number of mole. So we calculate one by one. So A, 12 gram of steam, the number of mole. mass divided by the molar mass. Molar mass, okay, H2O, we have 2H1O. Two over 3 mole. Okay, for B, same, we calculate the number of mole one by one. 17 gram molar mass, 1 nitrogen, and then 3 hydrogen, so 1 mole. The third one, 23 gram of nitrogen dioxide, okay, 1 N2O. .5 mole. The last one, 42 gram, 1 carbon, 1 oxygen. .5 mole. So the answer is donkey. 1.5 mole. Occupy the largest volume. Questions 31. Okay, it's a periodic table and the diagram show the position of X and Y. Okay, what is the question? Which of the following diagram represent the compound form when X react with Y? X react with Y. Okay, X is group 1 metal. And then Y is a non-metal in group 16. That will form ionic bond. Okay, which of the diagram represented the compound form? Okay, X is a group 1 metal and then Y is the group 16 non-metal. Okay, but answer A is incorrect because the charge is not balanced. So suppose you will need 2 X ion react with 1 Y ion. Okay, the answer is C. You have 2 X and 1 Y. Okay, question 32. Show the preparations of potassium chloride solution. Potassium chloride solution is a soluble salt. Potassium, sodium, ammonium, all are soluble salt. Okay, the questions. What is the value of X? Where is our X? Okay, X is the X gram. And the molality and volume is given. So if we know the concentrations of the aqueous solution, we can calculate the number of mole by mV over 1000. So M is the concentration molality and V is the volume in centimeter cube. So we calculate out 0.4 mole per decimeter cube, 500 centimeter cube. So this will be equals to 0.2 mole. So now we know that we have 0.2 mole potassium chloride. So the mass will be equals to the mass of potassium chloride. Number of mole multiply the molar mass. It's either molar mass or the reactive molecular mass. So 0.2 mole. Molar mass of potassium chloride 1K 1Cl. (14.9 gram). Answer is donkey. Questions 33. Volume of hydrogen gas when the magnesium react with the dilute nitric acid. So when reactive matter react with acid will produce the salt and hydrogen gas. What is the average rate of reactions? Okay, we're looking for the average rate of reactions. Okay, we have two different type of rate of reactions. One is average, another one is the instantaneous reaction. Okay, now we're looking for the average. So we go through the table. The maximum volume of hydrogen gas is 45 centimeter cube, and it takes 4 minutes to complete the reactions. You notice that after the 4 minutes, the volume of the hydrogen still remain the same. So our average rate of reactions 45 centimeter cube released in 4 minutes. 45 divided by 4. So it's a 11.25 centimeter cube per minute. Okay, the answer given is in second. So we have to change the minute become second. So 4 minutes multiply 60 seconds. We calculate again. Is 0.1875 per second. So we round off, we take the answer boy. Okay, questions 34. The diagram show a preparations of 1 mole per decimeter cube of sodium hydroxide solution with the pH value of 13. And then okay, we have two different concentration. Initial is the X mole per decimeter cube. After we add in the water, so it's a dilution. We dilute the concentrate alkaline from the X molality to become Y molality. So X is more concentrated. The question, what is the value of X? The value of X. The initial concentration. So this after dilution. Okay, the information given in the question is when the concentration is Y, the pH value is 13. So through the pH value, we can find out the concentrations, the molality of Y. Okay, pH value is 13. Okay, another thing you have to be careful is our sodium hydroxide is alkaline. So alkaline, we have to find out the pOH. So the value of pOH related with pH, these two sum together will be equals to 14. So the POH equals to 1. Okay, POH is the negative log the concentration of hydroxide ion. So we just substitute back the value. And then we use the calculator to find out the concentrations of hydroxide ion. So the concentrations of hydroxide ion is 0.1 mole per decimeter cube. So this is the value of Y. So the question is asking for the X. So the Y is through the dilution. So from the dilution, we have the formula of M1V1 equals to M2V2. So this actually is the number of mole before dilution will be equals to the number of mole after dilution. So we just substitute the value in. Before dilution, the molarity X, volume. After dilution, the molarity and the volume. Okay, after dilution, the total volume is 50 plus another 200. So the total is 250. So you have to be careful. So the value of X (0.5 mole per decimeter cube). So the answer is donkey. So this question a bit tricky. So if let's say this question in our paper 2, so there should be around 3 to 4 marks. So questions 35. The extracted copper from copper pyrite has a low degree of purity and need to purify through electrolysis. So it's a purification of matter through electrolysis. Which of the following apparatus can be used to purify the copper? So the diagram ABCD, which one is correct? For the purification, okay, we draw the positive, negative. Okay, anode we should connect it to the impure copper, and cathode we connected to pure copper, and the electrolyte must be consist of the copper ion, our electrolyte. So we go through the answer, which one is correct. And impure copper, and the cathode pure copper, sorry, this one is pure copper, so this cannot. Electrolyte must be consist of copper ion. So the answer is donkey. The fuel value 34 kilojoule per gram. Calculate the mass needed to boil a 2 decimeter cube of water. We boil the water. Okay, given the temperature of water 27, So the heat needed to boil the water, Q will be equals to MC theta. Okay, the mass we have 2 decimeter cube. Okay, 1 decimeter cube will be equals to 1000 centimeter cube. So now we have 2000 centimeter cube. So the C is 4.2, and the change of temperature, okay, boiling point of water is 100. So 100 minus 27. Okay, this is the heat that needed to boil the water. So now we calculate the mass of the charcoal. So the mass of the charcoal, the heat given will be equal to the mass multiply the fuel value. Now we need this, the mass we don't know, and the fuel value is 34 kilojoule per gram. So it's a 34 kilojoule. So mass. $18.035 gram. So we just round off and take the answer A. Okay, questions 37. Which of the following is the correct structural formula and is named for the isomer of C5H10? So this is pentane. Is alkane with 5 carbon. Okay, what we have to check? We have to check the correct structural formula and the name. So both, we have to check both. So we check one by one. For answer 1, the longest carbon change, 4. So it's a butte, and the double bond in first carbon, and there's a branch. This branch is 1 carbon methyl, so in the second carbon. So the name should be 2-methyl built 1N. Okay, this is correct. So number 2, the longest carbon, 4. Double bond in first carbon. So this is incorrect. The double bond in first carbon, not second carbon. Number 3, the longest carbon change, 5. So it's a pen, and the double bond in second carbon. Correct. So the last one, longest carbon change, 5, and the double bond in the first carbon. Okay, this one incorrect. So the correction is 1 and 3. (38) Observation recorded when a series of tests were conducted to verify the cation and anion of the compound T. So we can be identify what is the cation and anion. So let's go through the table. Add a few drops of sodium hydroxide solution until excess. Observation: white precipitate dissolve in excess sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, when the white precipitate dissolve in excess sodium hydroxide solution, the possible cation is lead, aluminium, and zinc. The second test, add a few drops of ammonia solution until excess. The The white precipitate also dissolve in the excess ammonia solution. Okay, when the white precipitate dissolve in excess ammonia solution, the possible cation is zinc and calcium. The last one, add the solution to T to barium nitrate solution, and then the white precipitate is formed. Okay, barium, you get a white precipitate. This one should be the sulfate, because the barium sulfate is the insoluble salt. What are the cation and anion in the compound? The cation should be zinc. Anion is sulfate. Zinc and sulfate. Okay, questions 39. The diagram shows the apparatus to investigate the reactions between iron 3 sulfate with the potassium iodide solution. And given the standard electrode potential value, this one should be positive terminal. And this is negative terminal. So the oxidation will be happen over here. And over here is reduction. Positive terminal. Reduction. Reduction. So the iron 3 plus will be reduced to become iron 2 plus. Meanwhile, the oxidations happen over here. The iodide will be oxidized, will become iodine. Okay, which of the following is the color change? I'm sorry, we're looking for the color change. So for iron 3 plus is a brown in color. Iron 2 plus is green. Iodide, colorless. Iodine, brown. So brown to green, colorless to brown. Brown to green, colorless to brown. The answer is A. Okay, questions 40, last question. Show the two type of cell. Okay, we observe the cell 1 and cell 2. In cell 1, there is two different type of metal. So over here should be the voltaic cell. And cell 2, carbon-carbon as an electrode. Over here is electrolytic cell. Okay, we go through the cell 1. Magnesium and copper. Magnesium is more electropositive, so this will be the negative terminal. Okay, magnesium will be oxidized and donate electron. So the electron will flow to the carbon Y, so someone will be reduced over here. Okay, we observe the electrolyte is a magnesium sulfate. So the ion magnesium sulfate, because it's an aqueous solution, there's a hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. So someone will have to be reduced over here. The hydrogen ion is less electropositive, so the hydrogen ion will be reduced. So there's a hydrogen gas, the colorless gas bubble will be observed. At the carbon X, we still have the hydroxide and sulfate. So these two, one of them will be oxidized. the hydroxide will be oxidized and donate electron. So the electron will flow to the copper matter. So the copper 2 ion will be reduced over here. Accept the electron and reduce to become copper. Which of the following is correct? Okay, magnesium become thicker. No. Become thinner. Yes. Receive electron. No. Donate electron. Yes. Copper become thinner. No. Thicker. Yes. Copper atom release electron. No. The carbon X. So where's our carbon X? Okay, here is carbon X. Carbon X, the hydroxide will be discharged. No change. Yes. No observation. Gas bubble. No. Hydrogen ion. No. Hydroxide undergo oxidation. Yes, hydroxide discharge oxidate. And then carbon Y is hydrogen ion discharge. Bubble of colorless gas produced. Yes, the hydrogen gas. Hydroxide ion. No. Hydrogen ion undergo reduction. Yes. So the answer is donkey.